Welcome to the third part of the JavaScript lecture series. In this tutorial, we will be discussing our next topic, which is called as JavaScript statements. Then next, we will discuss comments, and then we will see some settings for updating plugins, and we'll be talking about the special plugin called as Live Server. Okay. So first of all, we start with the statement. So as we know, we are talking about the programming. We are calling JavaScript programs. So we are talking about programming. So these programs are actually the list of instructions that are passed to the browser, and these instructions are then executed by computer in general language like C, C++ or Java, or in this case these are executed by browser. Okay. So in JavaScript or in programming language, these instructions are called as statements. Okay. So as we these instructions are called the statements, and these statements in JavaScript are executed by browser. Okay. Furthermore, these statements in JavaScript are generally composed of values, operators, expressions, and some keywords, as well as the comments. Okay. So basically these statements tells the browser what is to be done or what to do. Okay. So a JavaScript program, in JavaScript, a program may contain many statements. And these statements are executed one by one in the order in which they are appearing or they are written. Okay. And suppose if I say I'm writing one statement, document dot write, and I'm saying, say, hello. Okay. So in general, these statements are terminated by a semicolon. So we have to add this semicolon at the end of each statement in JavaScript, but we can omit them in special cases. Where? Let us take a look. So again, we are in our Visual Studio Code IDE, and we are writing a statement that is document dot write. I am talking about, say, printing hello world. Okay. So I have to end this statement by putting a semicolon, and my script or a JavaScript can contain multiple statements like this. This is, say, hello world 1, hello world 2, hello world 3, hello world 4, and so on and so forth. So we have to separate each statement by putting, or we have to end each statement by putting this semicolon here. Okay. Suppose I want to say my program is saying document dot write, and I'm saying hi, and I put semicolon. Then I can start the new line from here saying, say, hello. So if I am writing multiple statements like this and this in the same line, then this semicolon is necessary to put. But if our document is containing multiple statements and each statement is written in a new line, then there is no necessity to put these semicolons at the end. But it is highly recommended that you put semicolon at the end of each statement. Okay, so in JavaScript, whatever we write, whether we declare variables, whether we put assignment operators, whether we put additions, whether we generate write comments, everything is statement. Okay, so I hope you got to know the basic understanding of what is statement. Okay, then our next topic is about comments. Okay, so in JavaScript we can insert two type of comments in our program. First one are called single line comment and second one is called as multi-line comments. Single line and multi-line. So if you have some basic understanding of C++ or Java language, how do we insert single line comments? We have to just put two forward slashes in that line. Suppose if I want to say this is comment, so we have to just put these two forward slashes. And if I'm talking about the multi-line comment, then we have to start multi-line comment by putting a forward slash with an asterisk, and then we can write our comments, and then we have to add this end this multi-line comment by following this sequence, that is the star or asterisk and then forward slash. So let us take a look at programmatically. Suppose if I want to put a single line comment here, so I'll put like this. So I will say this is single line comment. As you can see, the Visual Studio Code has highlighted this single line comment with a different color. So what is the meaning of this comment? The comment means that this particular part of my script will not be parsed or executed. So this is just for reference of my code, that whatever I have coded, I have to make a note for this code. Similarly, if I have to make multi-line comment, what I'll have to do, I'll have to put a forward slash, then star or asterisk. As you can see, I have opened it, but I have not closed it. So the remaining part is converted into a multi-line comment. So I'll say this is, say, multi-line comment. And then I have to add this multi-line comment. Okay. So this is how we write single line comment, and this is how we write multi-line comments. Okay, so what is the necessity? Why do we insert comments? My question is why. Suppose if your script is very small, it is of 4 to 5 lines of, it is containing 4 or 5 lines of code or just a single function. So if you open your program after 2 or 3 days or after some time, there is no need that you remember that you forget okay, what my code consists. But if you say that your code is consisting of 100 to 500 lines or more, then it may be possible that if you open your code, say after 6 days, then you will have to recall your code to get to know that what your code is containing and what that particular line means. So it is very hectic to recall your code each and every time when you open your code. Okay, so in such cases, what we do, we put the comments so that we can remember what my code is consisting here. So if I say, suppose this is my particular part and I want to remember whatever I have done in this line of code, whatever if I have some executed some loop, or I have done some calculation, if I have created some function, then just for the remembering that whatever I have done in this code, I have to put this comment. So I can write a single line comment, or I can insert a multi-line comment. If my code is containing so much of data, then we can also use multi-line comments. Okay, so this is about comment. So I hope you got to know about the statement and comment. Then coming to the third part of my coding, suppose I want to execute this part, this program. So I just saved it. So I am opening my folder, and this is the file in which I am coding, the D drive JavaScript lectures. So what I have to do, I have to double click this file, and you can see that this file is now open. That is hi, then hello world 2, hello world 3, hello world 3, and again hello world 3. So I'm converting it to the hello world 4. Now what I have to do, if I have to make it a multi-line, I have to put the HTML, just like we have discussed in the last lecture. So we have to put line breaks. So if I insert line breaks at each line, so 1, 2, 3, and I save it, then I have to refresh. If you are looking at very closely, then you will see whenever I change my code in my Visual Studio Code, I always have to refresh my browser. So it is kind of an hassle that first I have to save my program, and then then I'll have to refresh my browser. So to overcome this, we can use one very easy to use plugin or extension from the Visual Studio Code. So this part is showing the extensions. So what I have to do, I have to just click here and I have to search one extension that is called as live server. Okay, so if I click here, this is the extension I am talking about. I have already installed it, so it is showing uninstall. And this is the plugin which is being published by Mr. Ritwik Day, and is you can see the number of downloads it is being used in the current scenario. So what you have to do, you have to first install it. After installing, your program, your Visual Studio Code will be enabled with this option, that is go live, or it is saying click to run live server. Okay, so I am clicking it. When you click this option, you will see that your browser is now opening the same file. This was the file that I have opened, that is D drive, JavaScript, etc. So I am closing it. I am closing this also. And now you can see that when I have opened it, it is saying server is started at port 5500. So this is the kind of IP address it is assigned to my browser and for this program, and it is executing it. Now what is the advantage of it? Suppose if I say I want to write hello world, this is JS. I've changed my program. Then I only have to save this program. As and when I save this program, the server is automatically reloaded. So what this server is doing, it is actually consistently looking my source code file for any change. And whenever I change and I save this particular file, it is automatically reflecting in the browser. Suppose now if I remove this is JS and I say hello itechnica, okay, and I save it, you can see it is automatically reloading. So this is very important extension that you can use and for fasten up your programming. So that's it for now. And in the upcoming section, we'll be talking about some variables and data types. I hope you got to know the understanding of basic statements, comments, and the extension which we talked about, the live server. And if you still have any query, then you can ask in our comment section. And to support us, you can subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.